So my cigarette lighter works as a cigarette lighter. It heats up, but it is incompatible with my USB car charger. The male prong seems to be a little bit too short, or the male connection on the inside is a little bit too deep. So I am going to replace this old style cigarette lighter, I don't smoke so I don't care about that, with a new car charger. So the process of taking this thing apart is pretty easy. This guy comes out. There are screws underneath here. One screw, two screws, screws on each side, right there and right there. So remove all those. This comes out, push this little flap down, comes straight out. There's a screw deep down in there. You can see the hole for that screw where I took it out. Undo that as well. This whole thing, you can kind of start prying on it. All right, and then you gotta push it around this lip here on either side to get it out. This whole thing comes out. And that's just a simple removal of this clip here. And this whole thing comes free. Now you'll need to remove the negative terminal, which is this little spade terminal. And then you have to pry open this clamshell that goes around the positive terminal. Just use a flathead screwdriver. At this point I struggled a bit to try and get this off, and eventually resorted to using a screwdriver to break off the faceplate and pry it out that way. But this gold piece that you see is actually a nut, and so if you get some pliers maybe and grip on those ridges, you can unscrew that and without breaking the faceplate. Alright, so to replace the old cigarette lighter, I picked up one of these marine grade sockets from Amazon. And it's got this nice mounting plate. It's got a plug here so it's water resistant or proof, and it was about $6, so totally worth it. It came with screws, locking nut on the back side, and a couple of these to crimp onto the existing wires. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this off. I don't care about having this on there. And this is what I'm left with. The negative side already has one of these terminals on here, and it fits perfectly. This one I went in and chopped it off and crimped this on as well. Push this through and screw it on. And it fits beautifully, fits perfectly. Snug that up. The flat should be straight up and down. Connect the negative and connect the positive. Reconnect. Reposition, and these had to fight up underneath. Five screws to put back, one in the center, two up front, and then two on the sides, which I don't show. When you put the tray back in, make sure to line up the rails, otherwise it can get jammed. All right. Okay, let's see if it's charging. And it is indeed charging.